Hey guys, I'm Red. Has your non-essential job given you ample time off, but your stay-at-home orders have confined you to your tiny apartment? You'd like to practice Steadicam, but your cats won't hit their marks. Grab some tape, your practice cage, and your longest lens, and let's try some line dances. And don't forget, the lines are for your camera, not for you.
First up, switches. Move all of your furniture out of the way to allow for ample room. In your longest spot in the room, place a line on the floor and a cross on the wall. Now walk back and forth, doing a switch from standard to Don Juan as you try to keep the cross on the wall aligned with the crosshairs on your monitor. Next, place a cross on the wall parallel to the line and do the same thing as the last exercise, but this time switching from Tango to idle. These two exercises are great to experiment with faster drop times and expanding the bottom stage, which should make it easier until it doesn't. Next up, classic box switches. I don't really have the space to do this one, but if you can, draw a 5-foot square on the floor with an X in it and a cross on the wall. But remember, the lines are for your camera, so you will need a lot of space around it for your body to move safely. Keep the crosshairs on your monitor lined up with the one on your wall as you move the camera from corner to corner, keeping your movement smooth. To make it more difficult, add some switches between the 2 points. This can be a lot of fun to do with someone else calling out what corner you should go to, and trying to make it difficult for you. But if you're self-quarantining, you can just make it up. Next, work on booming and tilts. I attached a rope to the wall with a gentle slope, but a tape line works too. Walk along the line, keeping the rope aligned with the crosshairs in your viewfinder. You can do this exercise booming the camera as you walk, tilting, or some combination. Next, try taping a long line down the wall aligned with your floor line and walking back and forth, testing out tilts and booms. For these exercises, you will probably want to experiment with longer drop times. I also like to switch it up a bit and turn the line into a zigzag, so you can add in some pans as well. Next up, wraparounds. Place a stationary object at head height in the center of the room and keep it in frame as you walk around it. I like to do this both keeping the object dead centered in my crosshairs and also giving it proper lead room as if it was a person's head. If you have the space, adding in some dead stops at different points in the wraparound is a great way to learn to stop pendular momentum, and is something you will be asked to do on a job. Whip pans are another great thing to practice inside. Place 2 objects on opposite sides and whip between the 2. I like to walk forward before I get to the whip location, so I can force myself to move my left hand from its normal position to its whip pan position. Try experimenting with different ways to slow down and stop the rig. Next up, parallax. Use the cardboard from your pallet of toilet paper and cut out a circle within a circle. I made an X with some tape on it and lined it up to the X on the wall with a few feet apart. Now as you walk back and forth, try to keep all the X's aligned with the X in your viewfinder. Being stuck indoors gives you the great opportunity to practice scratching up your doors. Practice walking through doors while keeping an X on the wall centered in your viewfinder. I added in a crab right so that I wasn't walking directly forward and back the whole time. Make sure you're pushing that handle forward so that your arm has enough space to clear the door. Now that you've done these routines, try combining a few moves into a simple shot around your house.
Once you get good at these exercises, try doing them again faster, really slow, or in low mode. And don't forget to wipe down your rig with antibacterial wipes if you can get them. If you've watched this far, please like my video and subscribe for more, and check out my Instagram @SteadyRed. Stay safe!